It doesn't hit you when you leave, it hits you when you come back. Leaving feels like movement, leaving feels like direction. Even if you're scared, embarrassed, or unsure, leaving still feels like you're going somewhere. There's momentum leap, an escape. There's dignity in running toward a maybe. But going back, feels like a confession without words. You don't have to say it didn't work, or I thought I had more in me, or I wasn't ready. Because everyone can see it on you, not on your face, not in your voice, on your aura. It's the moment you step back into the place you left, and something inside you whispers, I didn't just return to where I was, I returned smaller. This is the first fracture, the place where the self you hope to become collides with the self you still are. When you go back, you don't return to a location, you return to an audience. And this audience can be separated into three different types of groups. The first group are going to be the people who love you but don't understand you. They're proud, they're supportive, but they keep asking questions that feel like reminders. They ask you, so what happened out there? Why'd you come back? Was it hard? They don't mean harm, but the subtext scars. The next group are the people who doubted you from the start. They don't need to say anything. The victory is in your return. They see your homecoming as proof that they were right. In their mind, your return isn't a pause, it's the ending. And the last group are the people who never left. They stayed. They didn't gamble their lives. They built consistency. Their life looks stable, maybe even predictable. But there's a weight to the way they look at you. Not envy, not judgment, but a question. And that question is this: was it worth it? Was it really worth it? And that question doesn't leave the room. It follows you like a stray animal. It sleeps in your closet. It hides under your bed. It watches you brush your teeth. This is why going back feels worse. Because now you're living inside the questions you tried to outrun. So you start to ask yourself, who am I now that I'm back? The disaster isn't failure, it's identity distortion. You don't know if you're someone who tried and survived or someone who tried and failed. You also ask yourself, did I waste my chance? There's a grief that comes from realizing time didn't pause while you were away. People moved forward. Life kept going. Your absence didn't create a gap. It created a shadow. And then you ask yourself this: do I still believe in me? This is the kill shot. Because going back isn't the problem. It's what going back confirms about how much you trust yourself. You can rebuild money. You can rebuild location. You can rebuild status. But rebuilding self trust is a whole different animal. This is the part where most people they cut straight to solutions, but we're not going to do that. Here's the actual break. Leaving is about distance. Returning is about evidence. Leaving says, I'm meant for more, and returning asks a question: are you sure? And there's no manual for that. No shortcut, no five-step fix. Just the truth. It's just the truth. And that truth is, You are stuck between the life you outgrew and the life you couldn't yet reach. That tension isn't a mistake, it's data. Not pain as punishment, but pain as information. It's not embarrassment, it's not judgment, it's not failure. It's the realization that the version of you who left thought that you'd be someone else by now. You're grieving a future that didn't happen. Most people don't understand that grief because it's not the grief of what was lost, it's the grief of what never became. This is why going back feels worse than leaving. Leaving cost you fear, returning costs you identity. You are not where you were, you are not where you want to be. You're inside the in between. That place isn't punishment, it's proof. Proof that you went, proof that you tried, proof that you were willing to wager your comfort for possibility. Not everyone leaves, even fewer return. Almost nobody returns and then try again. And that's where this leaves you. Not with closure, but with contact. Not an answer, just the right question. When you get back, what are you willing to build from there?